Why am I doing this? Well, my Discord has been staging a fucking riot for the past month for me to fucking play this thing. And we came to an agreement. If I got to 500 subs before Christmas, I would play this, and we got it in 2 fucking days. So here we are. Thank you for 500 subs, but fuck you, because I don't want to play this thing. So this is the American M50 Ontos, a rank 4, battle rating 6.7 tank destroyer in the American tech tree. And we're gonna play 3 games with it, and 1 game is a nuke and the other ones are pretty close to a nuke as well. So you better enjoy this, because I'm never playing this again. You can make sure of that. Now we are on the first game. This is the Nuke game. We are on the map Advanced Rhine. First thing we're gonna do is capture the alpha point. Now the M50 Ontos. What even is this thing? Well, it's an ugly fucking tank. This is an American light tank that sits at the same battle rating as the M56 Scorpion. So we have 2 small ratty tanks which both have access to some pretty great firepower, scouting, and are extremely small and extremely quick. Now talking advantages and disadvantages, let's start with the disadvantage first. You have no armor. Everything can kill you. You have 13mm, the strongest is 15mm. So you will basically that anything, a player can sneeze on you and you will die. So that is the big downside. Now, what are the upsides? You have pretty good firepower, but there are some perks that I will come to that later. You have fantastic mobility. You're based on the same tank as the M56, which also has fantastic mobility, so you will be able to race around the map pretty good. Now, the other big upside is the small size of it. It's really small, so you will be able to hide your tank pretty well. It will also be harder to hit, and you also have pretty great elevation angle, so you will be able to play on ridge lines. Now, the firepower department, let's get into that. You are armed with 6 recoilless rifles which fires 8 rounds. So you will be able to go through basically everything you see. Penetration is not the problem. The problem is, first of all, you fire heat, so the damage is not gonna be incredible. But the main downside to the firepower is that you have 6 recoilless rifles. So it can be quite tricky to aim. When you play this, you need to know that the guns start firing from the left, top left, then goes 1 step to the right, and then it goes to 1 step lower. So you will need to take this into account when firing the guns. Now you also don't reload until you fired all 6 rounds. So for example, say that you fired 5 rounds and you have 1 left in the chamber and you're not doing anything. You fire that and you reload all of them. So that is something you're gonna have to take into account as well. Now, looking at the lineup you have access to, you have access to a fantastic lineup. I have already made a separate video on the American 6.7 lineup, so you can just go ahead and watch that if you're interested. But you have some fantastic light tanks like the M56, and you also have some fantastic heavy tanks that are based on the Pershing. And you have some fantastic cats as well. So the American 6.7 lineup is really strong. And I don't know if this fits our playstyle. It doesn't really fit mine, so I don't use this in my 6.7, but it's still a great fit for the American 6.7 lineup. Now, looking in the situation we just got ourselves in, it's a miracle that we didn't get absolutely railed by this Tiger 2. But we managed to repair and reload before 2 enemy heavy tanks, kill them both, and now we're gonna go and retreat because we don't want to stay there for too long since, well, we're basically on their spawn, and that's never good. So we're gonna help out this M109 that is currently engaging somebody. Now here again, you can see that it is a bit tricky aiming with the guns. You need to take your time, but you can make it work. When you have played this, you do get used to it. Now getting back into the action, we see a IS-2 just reversing into battle. Now we're gonna try to aim for his turret, and we absolutely murder him. So that went pretty effectively. I did waste all 6 rounds, but it is important that we kill him so we can retake Alpha as quickly as possible and we keep most of our teammates alive. We're also gonna have this M42 kind of repair as well. And after having rearmed and repaired, you can see my main right with this thing. I can't fucking aim it. We waste all 6 rounds on this Tiger 2 and barely damage him. We kill, I think, his driver and a loader. So we're just gonna stay here, reload. I'm really surprised he didn't manage to kill me, so we're gonna go behind this box right there. I decided to wait him out because there's not much I can do. If I pull forward, I'm dead. But then he does this. He just pops smoke. That gives us the chance to pull out, and when he flies forward, we shoot 2 rounds straight through his upper front plate and kill him. After having ground, we wrap around this building and we catch a Tiger 2 completely unaware. It's the premium version. I tried to aim for his ammunition in the back of the turret, but we do manage to kill some important guys as well. And we just go forward and we murder him. Now we're gonna quickly go onto Alpha again to stop them from capturing it. And we're just gonna run since a Soviet tank is gonna be chasing us. Not good. Having entered further into the map, we find a Kugelblitz. Now here you can again see the difficulties I've had with aiming. I can't hit him. I spent 6 rounds and I ricochet off his turret once. So yeah, that's not good. I just go behind this concrete wall and hope he doesn't see me. And after waiting a bit, he just drives past and we are going to kind of try to flank him and get the kill. It's important we do get behind him since he will absolutely shred us with his newer 30 mils. With the Kugelblitz taken care of, we see a Ostwind on Alpha. We're going to try to get him, but a scouting does get us enough points to drop this nuke. We do miss every shot we got on this Ostwind, so we're just gonna go behind cover and spawn it in. With 9 kills and 3 zones captured, we managed to take first place in our team, earning a total of 11,333 research points and 105,000 silver lions. for the second game after the nuke drop, we are on the map Alaska. We spot a FV405 just as he get absolutely railed. Now I'm making my way into the map as far as I can so that we have a good starting position. Now I did spot a Tiger 2H firing from the building. Now looking at the minimap and just listening for the engines, I can deduct that it is 2 tanks. You can also see his barrel. So the first shot goes straight for his ammunition, knocking him out. And we do know that there is one more tank over there, so we are going to have to be careful. I was just kind of hoping that he would drive out, but he seems to have a bit more clue what's going on than your average Tiger 2 player, so he doesn't drive out. Quickly moving a bit further down, we are going to be engaging a Ferdinand. Now, he doesn't stand a chance against us if we manage to hit him. He sent the first shot and it does manage to go through, but only killing his loader. And the second shot hits the car right beside us and he managed to get in cover. Now here we can see again why I don't like this tank. If you aim somewhere, it's gonna be 4 feet left or 4 feet right. So that is why I don't enjoy this tank, but some people may enjoy it. We also scout the Tiger 2 we saw in the beginning just as he gets destroyed, so we already got 2 scouts. Now we are going to move into the center of the map here, since I do think I can be very effective from this area. There's a lot of angles you can poke out of and it's quite open, so you can get up to pretty good speeds with this tank as well. Now at the middle of the map we do start engaging a Tiger 2 Porsche. Now here again you can see the struggle of hitting the ammunition. You won't be super accurate in this thing, you just have to continue firing. So we just go forward to finish off the kill, but we do pick up a kill assist instead. And we fire the last round to start the reloading process. Now just standing still, kind of listening for any enemies, we are basically stuck here. There are a lot of enemies around us, starting off with this M109. There is also what sounds to be a Centurion to our immediate rear now, and he just comes out like this. Luckily we do get a stable shot off right at his ammunition. Now that is the one upside to having multiple guns. You can fire in rapid succession, so you can take out multiple targets at once. Now we see that there are still enemies coming to kind of attack the middle. So we're just gonna change our angle and try to return the shots. Now the friendly does secure him in place and our follow-up shot that does not come out. We fire the last shot just straight ahead to continue the loading process once again. And waiting for the Tiger 2 to shoot his armament, we pull out, fire one shot high and we adjust for the second shot knocking him out. Now we are also starting to kind of run low on ammunition as well, so that is something we are going to have to take into account later down this round. Now we just reposition once again and we are going to lay in ambush. But I decide after seeing that there's not any enemies there and that the plane is going to be zeroing in on the middle of the map, that we are going to change positions. Now I didn't stay there for a multitude of reasons. First off, the enemies know where we are. We have killed like 5-6 players from that position. There are no enemies coming down the roads, so there's no point in us just staring at it. And we are expecting some cast to come in as well after we killed a lot of enemies there. So that is why I changed positions. Now back at the same street a minute later, after having skirted around the map, we are engaging a M51, but we do get killed by a Panther. Using a backup, we are going to help clear out the alpha point for us to retake it. We do scout him and we know he is in there facing the friendly tank, so we're gonna flank around check the corner, and when we just turn around, he isn't looking at us, so no problem there. We fire 2 shots and we kill him. We're also gonna stay to capture Bravo. Now, for the remainder of the game, we actually just went over to the enemy zone and just search for any targets until we find a Tiger 2. Incredibly, we don't take any damage from the long range gate and we start returning fire. And the third shell does go straight through his upper front plate, resulting in another kill. We are now very close to dropping a nuke and we are searching for any last targets to kill. For the second game, we still take first place in a team with 8 kills and 1 zone capture, earning a total of 9,000 research points and 74,000 silver lines. For the third and final game, we are on the map Ash River, I do believe. We're just going to capture this zone nice and quickly. I went over to this side since I do think this side is the most important one to have control over. Since if you have control over this point, you have control over the hill, and if you have control over the hill, you have basically free sight over the entire rest of the map. So it's a very important hill to get, and I do recommend most tanks go over here to help securing it. Now quickly killing the T-44, which was trying to advance on my M50 squad here. We also see a PBV just staring out in the middle, so we're going to back up and aim in, and we're gonna absolutely get them. Quite an easy shot, and we're gonna fire the last shot to start the rearming process. Now constantly looking out over the map to see if we have any targets of opportunity to kill. Just as the reloading process has finished, we have spotted 3 targets down on Bravo. A IS-3, a Su-57-2, which we take at first, and he is the most dangerous and it is the easiest to kill for us. We also see a IS-4M, which we are going to engage next, since I do believe the IS-4M is more dangerous than a IS-3 for our team. And with 2 shots we have taken him out as well, and we looking down we see that the IS-3 has also been absolutely slammed. Now quickly looking back, we see that our friendly M50 got absolutely murdered. With that in mind, we are going to quickly go down the hill to kind of try to survive, and when going down we find another Soviet heavy tank just kind of chilling under this bridge. Now he did see us come down, so we're just going to kind of have to bait on this hill for some time. With RT coming down, we use that chance to reposition ourselves up on the hill instead, with the thought of hopefully getting the jump on this IS-4. We're gonna look in our binoculars, see that it's not looking at us, and we're gonna start engaging him.
These motherfuckers are mine! Stand back! Destroyed.
Now crossing the map to help over at Alpha, we quickly go down the hill. Here a large tank to our right. See that the friend is also shooting at him. We see that it is a German jagged Tiger. We know that we can't penetrate him with our heat shell, so we just start firing away. With him now killed, we are going to quickly zoom down to Alpha and take it for our team. Now pulling out of Alpha, we start engaging a Su-122 tank destroyer. First shot goes straight into the rock and we fire away, but I do believe that caused our demise as he just heavy MGs us straight through the turret. With 6 kills and 2 zones captured, we take first place in the team, earning a total of 5,800 research points and 68,000 silver lines. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned as there will be more content to come about War Thunder in the near future. Until next time, take care.